Hey, I'm Borkon. Glad to have you here. Welcome back. And yeah, I'm only wearing this because I wanted to make the hey joke. Right. Some of you might recognize when I'm sitting in this chair, it means that something terrible has happened. And don't worry, nothing too bad. I just deleted the intro I recorded 2 days ago. I have no idea how. I was cleaning out things from my hard drive and moving it to my archive, and I just deleted the intro. So, hi, I'm Borkon. Glad to have you here. Let's pretend this is a completely new intro. And we're gonna start in the Nether. Wrong Nether. I'm now being even confused by my own portals. This is the portal we're going through. Gonna start in the Nether because I did a thing. I finished this tunnel. I don't think I have shown this yet. I have added a boat dispenser. Unfortunately, I don't think there is any way to dump boats or to spawn boats as a boat rather than just an item in your hand in the Nether because that requires water above the dispenser. But if there is a way, please let me know. I'm really curious if it can be done. I haven't found a way yet. But the reason why we have the boat is look at this thing. It's beautiful. The tunnel is done, and rather than when I was demonstrating the old tunnel to my blaze farm, I did a lot of cutting because it takes 6 minutes to go through that whole thing to get to the blaze farm. This thing is fast. The boat gets to I think 72 blocks per second, and the tunnel is about 3,200 blocks. So 50 seconds, less than that, 60, 40, something like that. Who cares about the exact details? It's fast. And yeah, the view might not be the best, not because it's bad, but because it's too fast. Like, this would be a nice view, but, well, it isn't. This would be a nice view, but it isn't. Oh, this actually, I like basalt deltas. They look awesome. But we're here. This is the Blaze Farm, and no, I have not created any stairs yet because, well, I need some kind of design of stairs. I'll figure something out, shouldn't be too hard. The problem, though, is that I definitely want to be enclosed here. Because not only do millions of ghasts spawn here, and just to annoy me, when I recorded the intro the first time, there were 5 ghasts. Now there is 0, because that's how randomness works. And another problem is blazes spawn here, and they can actually still see me through this. But it was much worse when the glass wasn't here. The blazes would just spawn and shoot me in the face. This view is awesome. This view is okay, but oh, I really like this. Ooh, slow down. Anyway, we can go back, and I can talk in real time. I didn't even know that was there. I'll have to explore it. I haven't explored it yet. Maybe that has a good crossroads, and I won't have to build a new tunnel to my wither farm. Anyway, we are going back to the overworld because today's exercise is actually in the overworld. No, it won't be the wither skeleton farm like I was talking about last time, because, like I said, we need a wither rose farm first, and to get the wither rose working, I would need to fight the ender dragon a few times to get some portals, and okay. Time traveling me now knows how to fix the ender dragon fight automation, so technically this episode could be about that if this was a proper intro, but this isn't a proper intro because this intro is recorded after I have done most of the other things. Sorry about that. But yeah, that's why we can't do a Wither Rose farm today. We are doing something else. And let's get to the overworld and pretend that I am now planning to do the thing that I have already done. But We're doing a lot of things in the overworld today. And the first thing we're gonna do today is to use this stuff, water breathing and invisibility, TNT, slime blocks, and blocks of redstone. What are we doing? Yep, we're getting more sponges. I'm pretty sure that there was an ocean monument somewhere in this area. I'll have to just find it, because I didn't write down its coordinates. But I'm 90% sure it was somewhere in this area. And then I guess I'll gonna go find more ocean monuments, because I need as many sponges as I can, because I'm lazy. Ah, there it is. Oh, it's also close to ice. That's nice. Now, I don't know if I'm unlucky or just bad at looking, but I only found one sponge room in this thing. I'm actually gonna go to the wiki and see how many sponge rooms are possible, because one feels like very little. Well, the official word is that not all ocean monuments spawn with a sponge room, so now we know. The previous monument I emptied had 4, and I was surprised about that, but someone in the comments mentioned that up to 5 are possible, so I was hoping that, well, that I would be lucky, but I guess I'm not lucky. Let's get more. I want a few stacks of sponges at least. And I think the next one should be in this direction somewhere. Now I'm much less sure, and I think it was quite a bit away, and it's night and I should have slept. Oops. Oh, that was a mistake, as usual. Let's get this, let's get this. Can I sleep, or will I get blown up by a creeper without wearing any armor? Uh-oh. Put on this, yes, thank you. Alright, no creepers here. It's a nice island. Right, that way, somewhere. Let's search. Water breathing. Invisibility. TNT in hand. Armor was off. Good. And like this. And like this. And oops, don't drop my slime, please. Oops. Yeah. And like this. I want my redstone and I want my slime. Hello, Mr. Elder Guardian. Goodbye, Mr. Elder Guardian. Hello, Mr. Elder Guardian. Goodbye, Mr. Elder Guardian. Oh, stop running away. Thank you. This one was just one sponge room that I could find at least. Maybe there's more. I want at least 2 more stacks of sponges. Maybe even more. Okay, I'll have to look for ocean monuments, get sponges, and we'll get back to our plans when I have them. Alright, 3 stacks of sponges. 3 stacks should be enough. I think I have like 1.5 already? Or did I have 2? I already forgot. Huh. It's something like that. 4 stacks should be definitely enough. Now, what did I need sponges for? Well, see this thing below me? And see those scaffolding pillars? Yeah, I need to dry out the land between this pillar and this scaffolding pillar. Not much, but maybe 20 blocks strip between here, and the same thing between those two. And the reason, while we're doing this, is because I need to dig a 15-ish, maybe even 20, but at least 15 block trench between these two, down to bedrock, and the same thing there, and we're gonna be building a world eater! Yay, my first world eater, actually ever, because the only way I did my previous perimeter, well, it was with a different method, and I think a world eater will be much more efficient. But yeah, we're gonna be drying this stuff out. Hopefully we're gonna be TNT bombing this stuff today during my live stream, because this is just before the live stream. It's gonna start in an hour, and I hope to start working on this area during the live stream, see how far we get. It's very, very likely that I will not finish much in this episode, so it will be a very short episode, but we'll find other things that we can do, so you're not completely disappointed with the lack of apparent progress, even though there will be a lot of work here. But yeah, I need to dry this out. Some of this river, actually not much. It would be much worse if I was drying things out in this direction, because look at this swamp. Now, between these two pillars, there's some more water, but it's also not bad. And yeah, the reason why we want to do it is because this thing and this thing, and I just realized that I really have to move my portal because it can't be here. This is probably the worst possible place for this portal. But yeah, I'm gonna be doing this in an hour in my... What in the world has happened? I should keep this scaffolding horse here. Anyway, yes. Move portal out there, I guess. I'll figure it out. And yes, we will start drying this out and blasting trenches so we can fit our world eater here. Alright, so I just streamed doing some of this work. As I announced in the previous episode, I would be streaming, and I streamed some of the work here. And yep, I moved the portal up here because the World Eater will definitely fit under it. I hope, and if not, I can just move it again. That's not a big problem. And as you can see, there is a beginning of a trench here that will probably... It's almost big enough for the World Eater very soon. I probably just have to run the Perimeter Eater a few more times. This is, by the way, a design by Raceworks. It's a very well-known design, at least pretty much everybody in the stream have heard of it. And that's my camera account that has gotten a body because, well, he needs to sit there and keep the world around the machine loaded while I fly around down there and remove water and lava. And as you can see, there is a lot of lava. So a short stream recap. What happened in the stream? It started by me dying because I flew around here and I thought, oh, I can just splash into the water, and I just managed to hit a lily pad and died. That wasn't very good because in recovering from that crash, I forgot a very important shulker box in my base, and then I couldn't find it and wasted time doing that. And then we built this, and it went well, but then I put my camera account into the minecart, and then the machine broke, so I rebuilt it and restarted it, but then the machine on the other end broke, and then I sent it back, and then I forgot to build that machine, and there was some panic and placing obsidian, and then the machine broke again and broke again. It was my fault. There's nothing wrong with the machine. It's just me not being able to stream and do intelligent things at the same time, but we had a lot of fun doing that anyway. And then finally, we got everything working. My camera account is sitting there and loading the world, and the problem we're dealing with now is all this stuff. And someone gave me the actual method for doing this because I was placing blocks and dropping gravel and stuff like that. That's a complete waste of time. In case you ever need to clear a lot of lava from a perimeter or just in general, if you don't like lava and want to remove it, is like this. Buckets. Lots and lots of buckets. And yes, they will just drop into the lava and get destroyed. And by doing this, sped things up a lot. But as you can see, this has taken 4 hours and it's not even nearly done. So I will now spend some time removing the lava and making this trench wide enough. It doesn't have to be too wide. It needs to be 15, maybe 20 blocks, but 15 blocks is it should be enough. And yeah, the lava needs to be removed because otherwise it's in the way for the explosions from the blowy uppy machine. So I'm gonna spend some time doing that now, and I'll see you when this perimeter is done. And we have a trench. This took quite a while and a bunch of resources. I used more than one shulker box of iron blocks. Where are they? Yeah, one shulker box plus one stack of iron blocks just to make buckets to remove the lava. I am really happy that someone told me about this trick for removing lava, because this method of removing lava is, well, probably 5 or 10 times faster than the method I used last time I used this machine. So it took me a few hours instead of a few days. On the other hand, last time I was removing lava from a whole perimeter like this, and this time it was just a trench. So the lava is removed, all the blocks in here are removed. Now I need to make this exact same trench over here somewhere. I don't even see the pillars. There are the pillars. And we still have the scaffolding horse. I'm gonna still leave the scaffolding horse in the scaffolding. So we need one trench between here. And also I need to make a narrow trench between here and there. So which one do we do first? I think I'm gonna do the big one. The small one should be easy, he says, while thinking that this one would take 2 hours, and in reality it took 8 to 10 hours. But that's mostly because I didn't know what I was doing and I kept making crazy mistakes. So the next one should probably be easier, but now we can disarm this machine, right? Do I need it for anything else? No, I don't. So let's just go down here. Bye-bye TNT. But despite all the troubles, this was a success. I like this machine. Maybe there is a simpler way of making this narrow trench, but I have never seen one, so that's why I use this method. I built a new machine here to make this trench, and I test ran it once, as it should be evident. There is a lot of damage, and yeah, it's working this time as opposed to how I did it on the stream and had so much trouble. But I have this correctly set up now. But there's so much water that needs to be drained. As you can see here, I made some trenches, and basically what I do is just spam sponges. And that's why I was getting extra sponges, because rather than trying to be intelligent about placing them and optimize them, I just spam, and then I go to the Nether and dry them out. That's very much convenient, and oh, the whole breaking sponges is such a great addition. Because I might be new to Minecraft, but this is the greatest thing that has happened during my time. It's the fact that the hoe can actually break sponges. This does look pretty great, but it is a constant fight against water and lava. Haven't fortunately reached lava yet on this trench, but it is oh, well, I said that and that happened. Fortunately, that just looks like a single lava source, which I can fix by placing one block. I hope. Yes, that definitely looks like just a single source. Technically, this machine only needs to run for about 2 hours to make this trench, but I have to stop it all the time to get rid of water and lava. And sometimes obsidian. So, let's talk about what's actually happening here, because I might not have explained it because I wanted to show you the footage of the trench making machine working. Unfortunately, the replays of that were pretty much unusable. So let's chat like this. What I'm making here is 2 trenches because I am going to completely remove all the blocks in this area with a world eater. And for those of you who don't know, a world eater is a machine that blows up all the blocks in an area and then also carefully removes water and does all the things just to get rid of everything in here. And the reason why I'm doing this, well, to be honest, it is not strictly necessary here. Usually when you remove all the blocks in an area as a perimeter, it is to make it spawn proof so that whatever farm you're building in the area doesn't have to compete for the mob cap. And yes, I will be building 2 witch farms here, in this hut and the other hut here. But I actually looked it up and it's not very hard to spawn proof this area. I would have to light it up and do some things, but it's really not a big deal. I simply want to make a perimeter because I want to make a perimeter. Why do we do things? Because we want to do them and because it would be fun, it would be interesting. And there are other farms I want to make in the future that will definitely require a perimeter. Like I want to have a slime farm with maybe 10 or 20 slime chunks at the same time for no other reason than it's gonna be funny. But this probably doesn't require this perimeter, but I kind of wanted to just get some experience making these, see how much effort it takes, and yeah, stuff like that. And already I have gained a lot of experience in just doing the trenches. I was expecting this to take maybe 4 hours. It takes basically 2 hours for the machine to go back and forth and drop TNT, and I didn't expect it to take much longer. I was completely wrong. It was that trench in total was probably 8 hours. This one went a little bit faster, even though this one had more lava. This required 2 shulker boxes of iron blocks that I converted into buckets just to remove the lava. But here I didn't know what I was doing. Here I knew a little bit more what I was doing, so it went a little bit faster. So just gaining experience, trying to figure it out. I already tested the World Eater in a creative copy of this world, and it completely broke down. And because I forgot a few things, so I'm just gonna do them soon. And yeah, it's gonna be fun, and it's gonna be a very long-term project. I'm definitely not gonna be finishing in this episode. I can guarantee you that. This is pretty much all we have time for, these 2 trenches. But then I want to build a wall around this perimeter, maybe do something fun with the floor. There is lots of things we can do here just to learn, I guess. Because this is still, if you haven't figured it out already, this is all a learning experience for me. And I find big holes in the ground fun to do. And also, of course, there will be a very interesting witch farm. Oh, wait. As I experience in the stream, I shouldn't be splashing down into the water without looking out for these things. They are nasty. Already killed me once. But yeah, I have a very fun version of the witch farm that I designed myself. With, I think, a relatively unique mechanism that I haven't seen anyone else use. It's probably not good. The rates from the witch farms are good enough with my farm, but it's kind of laggy and not great. But it's fun, so we're gonna build that. But that's gonna take us multiple episodes, of course. You cannot. Well, maybe someone else can make a perimeter in 10 hours. I can't. This is supposed to take forever. I'm a little bit bummed out that we didn't get any good time lapses of making these trenches, but it's just there's just rendering issues with replay mode when you're moving around such a large area, because when the machine was here and this area was loaded, then the area at that end was unloaded and it was impossible to get any good camera view of that. And just so that the entire episode isn't just me making a big hole and getting sponges, I guess that was the other thing, I updated this thing. Because a few of you have mentioned that it is probably that I had things in the middle block, and that's why the dragon was misbehaving. And apparently, Logical Geek Boy did an episode in his Legacy series that I somehow missed, where he did this. Uh, I haven't seen it yet, but let's try to not have blocks in the middle, because quite a few people said that that was the problem. So let's see. Will this work? Oh, is it different or is it the same? Yeah, the dragon is maybe coming down. I think it's coming down. Push the button. Fly away. That one didn't blow up. Oh, yeah, that's why it didn't work. I guess I didn't repair all the redstone that was missing. Yeah, we still have TNT. Doesn't hurt to push the button again. Let's not get hit by the TNT myself. Yep. No, didn't get it. What's going on? Did the dragon... Ooh, ouch, that hurt. Yeah, the dragon destroyed the redstone again. Okay. If that's the kind of fight we want, then that's the kind of fight we get. There we go. Well, the dragon came down now, but before doing that, the dragon destroyed my redstone. Okay, I guess I will have to watch the video. I was thinking I could improvise this. So, yeah, that experiment didn't work either. I will definitely have to watch someone else's experiments for how they did this, because that didn't work. But that is all we'll have time for today. Thanks a lot for watching, and it's now becoming a habit, but I'm gonna stream again right after this episode. Well, a few hours after this episode. Same time, 8 o'clock Central European time, in the evening, that is, and 7 o'clock UTC, if you want the Universal Coordinated Time, which is Universal Time Coordinated, because it isn't, because it's half French and half English. Never mind, that was a very nerdy thing to know. And as usual, I'll be streaming on twitch.tv youtube.com/Borkon_live. I hope to see you there. We will be working on more of the witch perimeter. I will see how much I will do between recording this and starting the stream. I still have some time, so I'll probably prepare a lot more. See you there. Thanks for watching. Bye.